with us now to talk about the focus of Build America Caucus is the man leading the effort, Congressman Josh Harder, a Democrat of California. Congressman, thank you so much for your time. Before we talk about this bipartisan effort, I'd like to get your reaction to the president today floating the idea of possibly cutting these tariffs on China from 145% down to 80%. And we know, of course, there's this big weekend meeting with top Chinese trade officials. Do you think this is a step in the right direction?
I think we'll have to see. This feels like a very schizophrenic administration on trade. It's hard for me to follow minute by minute their plans, but the net result is that costs are higher for all Americans because of these trade wars. I have a lot of farmers in my district who export crops across the globe who are at risk of going bankrupt if these wars continue. So it's great to hear some rhetoric that things are moving in the right direction, but I think it's past time for some actual action.
Yeah, and just really quickly, because I know it all ties in. That's why I'm asking you. But just yesterday, we saw that announcement of this new trade deal between the U.S. and the U.K. We didn't really have yet to see any details. But do you think we're going to start to see more of these deals happening?
We'll see. I'm not really sure that it's going to be better for the American consumer with these deals actually on. Ultimately, we're seeing higher taxes for middle class Americans because of these trade wars, even if these deals are moving forward. So, again, we'll have to judge it by the results. But for an administration that talked incessantly about lowering the cost of living, so far, everything they've done on trade has made costs higher for every American.
All right. So, Congressman, let's talk this Build America Caucus. We know it's a bipartisan coalition coming together at a time when there is so much division, not only in our government, but really in America as a whole. And we know this takes some inspiration from this abundance movement that we mentioned at the top, championed by liberal commentator and journalist Ezra Klein. I'd like to listen to some of his recent appearance on Jon Stewart's podcast.
We are caught between a party that wants to make government fail and a party that does not make government work. It's not that nothing ever happens. It happens too slowly. But in fact, the Inflation Reduction Act has set off a huge boom in building solar and battery manufacturing. It could be happening faster if we have better laws for building things, but it is happening. The Affordable Care Act took 4 years to deliver health insurance to people, but people have the health insurance now. And if we had never passed that bill, they wouldn't have the health insurance. The measure of government is the people it helps, not the processes it follows.
All right, Congressman. So talk to us about the caucus. What is it going to take to make sure all Americans have the best opportunities as we move forward?
Well, again, I think he's right. Americans are incredibly frustrated with both parties right now because they're voting to fix the potholes in front of their street, and they're not actually seeing progress. The city of Pasadena came out last week on an estimate that how long it's going to take them to put power lines underground. It's not going to take them 1 year, 5 years, 50 years. They estimated it's going to take them over 500 years to put power lines underground just in one city. So we really do need change. And that's exactly what this caucus is all about, trying to unleash American potential by building our energy infrastructure, our roads and bridges, and hopefully, especially our housing, so we can make sure that my generation can get out of their parents' basement and actually afford a place of their own.